Picture this. It's a quiet afternoon, and the internet explodes. Not with a celebrity wardrobe malfunction or another royal wave, but with statements that could change the way we see Meghan Markle forever. Trevor Engelson, Meghan's ex-husband, has finally spoken, confirming what many have whispered in hushed tones behind closed doors. And spoiler alert, it's not the romantic, Cinderella story version of Meghan that the tabloids have fed us for years. According to Engelson, she was already orchestrating her next move long before anyone realized. Intrigued? You should be. Before we continue, please hit the like button, subscribe to the channel, and turn on the notification bell for updates. For years, Engelson has stayed largely silent, letting rumors swirl around his ex-wife. But now, in an exclusive, he's lifted the veil. He describes Meghan as someone who is always thinking 5 steps ahead, planning moves that the average person wouldn't even notice. Imagine playing chess with someone who doesn't just anticipate your next move, but predicts the next 3 moves after that. That, according to Engelson, is Meghan Markle. This isn't just about career ambition, it's about strategy. From carefully curated interviews to selective public appearances, she was reportedly always positioning herself to maximize influence and impact. Engelson's words give weight to speculation that Meghan's path, from Hollywood actress to Duchess of Sussex, was mapped out meticulously. You might be wondering, if she was planning all of this, did anyone else notice at the time? The answer, as you'll soon see, is complicated, and it involves more than just Hollywood gossip. Before the royal titles and international headlines, Meghan was navigating Hollywood, a world that thrives on visibility, perception, and timing. Sources say she was always savvy about the roles she took and the people she befriended. That famous show Suits wasn't just a career move. It was a strategic launchpad for visibility, credibility, and networking. Engelson reportedly noted that Meghan had a knack for seeing the bigger picture. While most actors were focused solely on their next audition, she was analyzing opportunities for influence, connection, and long-term positioning. It's the kind of foresight that can make someone seem unstoppable and, depending on who you ask, calculating. So, was she just ambitious, or was there a method to the magic? This is where Engelson's revelations get truly intriguing and a little eyebrow-raising. Trevor Engelson's confirmation suggests that Meghan's approach to personal relationships also reflected her strategic mindset. Yes, we're talking about marriage, dating, and even friendships. According to Engelson, Meghan was already thinking ahead about opportunities, influence, and alliances in ways that were subtle but deliberate. Think about that for a moment. Someone planning their personal and professional life with such precision that every connection could be leveraged for future opportunities. Sounds cold? Maybe, but it's also remarkably intelligent. Whether or not you approve, it explains the laser-focused persona that the world has watched develop over the years. Curious how this kind of strategic thinking translates into public life? Keep reading, because the next section gets really revealing. The transition from Hollywood to royal life wasn't accidental. Engelson's comments suggest Meghan was acutely aware of the unique platform she could achieve by stepping into the royal sphere. It wasn't just love or fairy tale romance. It was a strategic pivot that positioned her at the intersection of celebrity, philanthropy, and global influence. Imagine planning a move that guarantees unprecedented exposure while simultaneously redefining an institution's image. That, in essence, is what Meghan did, or so Engelson claims. From meticulously timed appearances to selective charitable involvement, every move seemed designed to maximize public impact. And while the media often frames this as social climbing or ambition, it's undeniable that it required careful planning and execution. Now, here's the twist. This strategic foresight didn't just affect Meghan's career. It also created tension behind the scenes, both in personal relationships and within royal circles. And the consequences of that tension are still unfolding today. One of the most fascinating aspects of Engelson's revelations is the contrast between Meghan's public image and her private strategy. To the world, she is polished, charismatic, and seemingly spontaneous. But according to Engelson, behind closed doors, her moves were calculated, her choices intentional. This duality, the carefully curated public persona and the strategic private actions, is both compelling and controversial. It raises questions about authenticity, intention, and the role of media in shaping public perception. Is it wrong to plan your moves strategically? Or is it simply smart navigation of an unpredictable, high-stakes environment? And if you think this is only about Meghan's career, think again. Engelson suggests that this mindset permeated her interactions with friends, colleagues, and even family members, influencing alliances, decisions, and perceptions in ways that were subtle but profound. It's impossible to discuss Meghan's strategic approach without acknowledging the backlash. Critics argue that her calculated moves make her seem manipulative, opportunistic, or overly ambitious. Supporters counter that she's simply smart, disciplined, and proactive about her life. Traits that anyone navigating Hollywood, royal life, or global influence would need. Engelson's revelations, while illuminating, add fuel to the fire. By confirming that Meghan was always planning her next move, he validates some of the speculation that has swirled for years. But he also invites debate. Is ambition inherently negative, or is society simply uncomfortable with a woman executing it so effectively? This tension between admiration and criticism is what makes her story endlessly fascinating. Every move she makes is scrutinized, dissected, and interpreted through lenses colored by bias, curiosity, and intrigue. And it's this constant attention that amplifies both her influence and the controversy surrounding her. Whether you admire her, critique her, or simply observe from afar, there are actionable lessons in Engelson's revelations. Here's what we can take away. Think ahead. Whether in your career or personal life, anticipate opportunities and challenges. Planning ahead can create advantages that seem effortless to others. Control your narrative. Be intentional about how you're perceived. Your public actions, social media presence, and professional decisions contribute to a broader story about who you are. Balance ambition with authenticity. Strategic thinking doesn't have to erase your personality or values. It's about aligning goals with integrity. Adapt to changing environments. Meghan's transition from Hollywood to royalty shows the importance of flexibility and responsiveness to new contexts. These aren't just celebrity lessons. They're applicable to everyday life, whether you're navigating corporate dynamics, creative industries, or personal goals. So, why does this story continue to captivate us? Partly, it's human curiosity. We're fascinated by power, strategy, and personalities that operate on a level above the average. Partly, it's the drama, relationships, ambition, controversy, and strategy all rolled into one. And partly, it's the way Meghan challenges our assumptions about ambition, gender, and opportunity in highly publicized spheres. Engelson's confirmation gives us a rare glimpse into a world that is usually opaque. It allows us to question our own perceptions and biases while examining the interplay between personal agency and public scrutiny. And it keeps us coming back, wondering, what will happen next? Whether you're fascinated, inspired, or skeptical, there's a takeaway here. Life is a chessboard, and strategy matters. Meghan Markle, according to Engelson, demonstrates that careful planning, calculated moves, and a keen awareness of opportunity can redefine trajectories in ways that surprise everyone, including those closest to you. Now it's your turn. How are you planning your next move? Are you anticipating opportunities, controlling your narrative, and thinking several steps ahead? Or are you reacting to circumstances as they come? Share your thoughts in the comments below, and let's start a conversation about strategy, ambition, and the lessons we can all take from one of the most discussed figures of our time. And if this article sparked curiosity, don't forget to share it with friends who love celebrity insights, strategy tips, or just a good story about ambition.